Your favorite influencers are recruiting you to build drones in Russian factories and also possibly to be trafficked.
People are coming for South Africa influencer for promoting allegedly a human trafficking scheme. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is the Alabuga story that has gotten the entire internet crazy. So apparently there is a Russia company that came to Africa to recruit African women, especially South African women, from between the age of 18 to 22 to come to Russia. Allegedly, they said they are to come to Russia to work and school and a vocational program and all that. But apparently, it's being found out and being proved that this company is trafficking South African young girls to come and build weapons drones in Russia, and these girls are being kept in terrible conditions. They can't live as they want. They are being kind of restricted, and this company was able to do all this by using influencers in South Africa. And this is why people are having this conversation and talking about how influencers were used to traffic their own people, and how these influencers, they don't care about what people they put in danger or what they stand for. They just go ahead and get and promote things. And for me, I get it that there's a lot of influencers that do that, okay, that will just do it. If the money is right, they will go ahead and do it. But the fact that this is linked allegedly to human trafficking, it's crazy. I'm going to put a clip of a content creator listing out all the influencers that was involved in promoting this scheme. As presently now, this is going viral and wild. A lot of them have taken down their videos down promoting this scheme, but yet people are still calling them out. So in this video, we're going to get a full breakdown of what this scheme is, people's reaction to it, and then influencers coming to one particular influencer, because I can't put all of them obviously, but one particular influencer coming to explain exactly what happened and how she got into it and why she decided to go ahead to promote this scheme. Anyway guys, let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Imagine being promised a brighter future only to have your freedom stolen. For weeks, we've been exposing the hidden truth behind the Russian Alabuga Start program. They lure young African women with dreams of jobs, education, and opportunity in Russia. But once you step through those doors, it's not hope you find, it's exploitation. These girls are forced into military factories, assembling drones and handling dangerous chemicals without protection. They're kept under constant surveillance, trapped in a dorm they can't leave, and told to keep silent. I thought I was coming for education. Now I work with toxic substances every single day. I'm living a nightmare. Worse still, they are chosen because of their dark skin. The officials claim it makes them more resistant to harmful chemicals. They must pay for their own food during their first months, and when they finally earn a wage, it's swallowed by hidden costs, leaving them with nothing to send home.
Wow.
This isn't an opportunity, it's modern-day slavery, a new, brutal exploitation of African women for foreign military gain. Don't let this injustice go unnoticed. Share this video and spread the truth.
Personally, I believe we need an explanation as to why you guys would decide to promote human trafficking. Why would you guys promote human trafficking? Human trafficking? You realize that if any South African woman was to go because of a video that you posted and they were to come back dead, it's your fault. You mad you. Without you, they wouldn't have gone there. They wouldn't have known. Y'all are sick. Y'all need deliverance. Y'all are sick.
Your favorite influencers are recruiting you to build drones in Russian factories and also possibly to be trafficked. This is literally an article from Bloomberg talking about how Alabuga, whatever it is, that Russian company that's looking for women aged 18 to 22, they are being probed A simple Google search is going to show you the nonsense going on with this company. And they're targeting African women specifically. In October, the Associated Press reported that women from Africa, largely Central and East African countries, were recruited via social media to work in a factory in Russia assembling drones to be launched in Ukraine. Around 200 women from Africa were employed in a factory. The women often did not realize they would be making weapons until after arrival.
Wow.
During recruitment, they were told that they will be joining a work-study program in fields such as hospitality. In the factory, the women experienced labor rights violations, including long hours, surveillance, lower wages than those promised to them. The Associated Press analyzed hundreds of videos of the online recruitment program targeting the African women called Alabuga Start. The recruitment drive has been done on social media through videos and the hiring of influencers through TikTok, Facebook, Telegram. Guys, please, if you're being recruited on Telegram, you need to stop everything you're doing and just reevaluate your life. Interpol is involved in this investigation too. Literally, when you Google this thing, referred to as the Alabuga Start program, a recruitment program for foreign women to work in Russian weapons factories. There are also some South African influencers that were flown to Russia to interview some of the people working in hospitality. I came across one of these videos.
So there's a rumor that apparently anyone who enters the START program can't go back home. Is that true?
No, that's not true. You can go back home.
Since you've been here for 3 years, have you been able to go back home?
I was home for another reason. I was home last year. Yes.
Oh, so you do go home?
Yes, if you want to get...
What kind of prescribed question is that? In what world does an international program that's supposed to be so beneficial for people using influencers to recruit them? Guys, it is so incredibly hard to get into international programs. The criteria, the application processes, everything. It is not this. It is not this. And everything in this video is alleged.
They knew exactly why they chose those specific influencers to promote work opportunities in Russia. Those influencers were not chosen by mistake. They were chosen because they were never going to ask the relevant questions. They were never going to investigate. They were never going to research. And quite honestly, they don't care. Y'all can make as many videos as you'll want. Tomorrow, it'll be back to factory settings because you're going to enjoy the same influencers' content that we're ready to sell your children, your sisters, your grandchildren, your cousins, your neighbors in exchange for a paid promotion. Ksasa, y'all are going to be liking, subscribing, supporting them with no consequence. Them removing a video and never accounting for what they did tells you that they know that they were in the wrong. Because if you didn't know, now that the information that is being brought forward to you, yes, the deletion of the video should have happened, but a follow-up video should have been, hey, me, I didn't know. This is the information I had, and I'm sorry, in future I'll do better. The lack of accountability tells you that they will do this all over again, hoping that the next time you don't catch them out. A lot of influencers or influential people or people with platforms, they've not realized how smart their consumers are. They have not realized how smart their followers are. And so as a result, they think they can get away with doing things like promoting human trafficking. How do you promote something that requires someone to leave their home, their country, without doing research? Were you just happy to get your passport stamped and travel to a different country and not care about who's going to be affected? Because I can tell you one thing, they would never let their family members do that program. I can tell you one thing, they would never. And if that program was so good, why they themselves are not part of it? Why didn't they go, put me in the program if it's so fantastic? It's so sad.
I'm sure you guys are seeing what's going on with the Alabuga Start program. I'm going to be telling you guys my personal experience, especially that I'm in Russia. I saw that they were actually calling South African influencers to make the videos for them, like the promo videos. Okay, fine. I'm gonna be posting screenshots actually so that you guys don't say I'm lying. As someone who wanted to build her own brand, my YouTube channel or my TikTok or whatever, we DM'd the Alabuga Start program. That's me and my boyfriend. Because me and him are YouTubers, but TikTok or influencers or mini influencers. We actually emailed them first, sending them the analytics, everything, like sending everything that they might need. And then we DM'd them on Twitter, we DM'd them on almost all the social media platforms that they have. Alabuga Start program, they replied us, right, on WhatsApp. We talked on WhatsApp because they told us to go and send the information, like the proposal on WhatsApp. We did that. So we messaged them on a Monday and they asked, is Wednesday convenient, 2 p.m. Moscow time? Fine. We said, yes, it is. Okay, the first red flag. Hey, guys, the first red flag that I picked is that they didn't show up for the meeting. Why?
Why didn't you show up for the meeting? After you said we should schedule a meeting, it does not make sense. That was the first red flag. Fine, we left it. And then I'm seeing why are there more influencers getting paid? Bosi Amtanda, Bosi Buji just recently went to Alabuga. So Nakahora, I'm in Russia. I was just like, okay, if you can pay influencers from South Africa, then the fact that I'm in Russia, it could be cheaper. So like, why don't you invest? And then I saw there's something that is off about this start program, whatever. I don't know. Why you not calling the people in Russia? Especially that the fact that my boyfriend actually knows Russian, like 100%. He knows Russian. So maybe I'm starting to feel like, didn't you want us to go there because we know Russian, or why? Why? Or is it because we're small? What? It can't be that reason. Trust me, it won't be that reason, because if you are in a business, if you want to do business, and there's someone in Russia and there's someone out there, if you're going to spend less money in someone who's in the country, I mean, might as well just do it. Anyways, apart from that, my boyfriend did raise a point. He was like, but why are they saying women of 18 to 22 years old? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know, man. But like recently, I saw on Siam Tanda's vlog, she did talk about this. The lady in the background, she said it's because young women pay attention to detail. Make it make sense to me, because me personally, I'm always getting shouted for not paying attention to detail. Basically lacking situational awareness. So it doesn't really make sense. And also, I just personally feel like girls who are 18 to 22 years are just figuring out their life. They're getting into uni. They're not looking for a job. So like, Alabuga Start program, please answer our questions, because it's not make sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this now because I wanted them to work with me. Nah. I'm only saying it now because now everything is making sense. I'm connecting all the dots, so everything's now making sense. So, yeah.
A lot of people are angry at the influencers who are promoting the START program. But as someone who's been on teams choosing influencers, let me tell you why they were chosen, for 3 specific reasons. The first one is Nigerian scammers. And I'm going somewhere with this. Nigerian scammers, when they used to scam like Europeans and people in the US, and they still do it now. That thing of, I'm a prince, I have $30 million, send me $5,000 to unlock my fortune. Those emails, they'd make sure that there were insane typos in those emails, words were wrong, numbers looked weird, because they did it on purpose. They were looking for the people who believed in the story so much, they didn't care about the details. So if I tell you to send money to this account, you won't care about details because you believe in my story. Whether my words are incorrect, this email looks strange, you don't care about the details because the story has convinced you already. If you're the kind of person who cares about details, it's going to be very hard to scam you. Same thing with the START program. People who actually cared about details could tell that something's weird. We are in BRICS. South Africa and Russia have a close relationship. Why was this not announced as an initiative between the 2 countries? If it is to curb unemployment, why did the presidents not hold hands or ministers have a dialogue? Why did they use influencers? Because they wanted people who don't check details. People who don't ask those questions. Just people who believe in the story so much that they will just fill out the form, tell their family, and fly to Russia. And that's where they were getting people. Second thing, the influencers themselves that they chose. If you check those influencers and be honest with yourself, these are not reputable people. These are not people where they could hold a national dialogue. These are not people where, when we're considering youth unemployment, when we're considering job opportunities or business development, these are not the people who have those conversations. But they are the influencers that have access to the youth. So as a marketer, as someone who knows what it's like to choose an influencer, I am looking for a young person, a young girl who doesn't care about details, but believes in the story so much she will risk her life. Who talks to those people? Then comes the third reason. The influencers who have gone through insane controversies, barely have any social reputation. Influencers where their sources of income are clearly strange, corrupt, possibly even illegal. And here's the thing, even if those influencers were legal before, all of them have just proven to you, as long as the price is right, I don't care how shady the company is. All of those influencers are willing to work with shady companies. They have access to the youth and they talk to people who don't look into details. If you were running a human trafficking syndicate, South Africa is a great country because of the unemployment crisis, but who talks to the unemployed youths? They don't care if there's a budget speech, they don't care if there's an unemployment forum, they don't care if there's a local community initiative. That influencer with 1 million followers on Instagram is going to give me a job opportunity that they would never do. I don't care about the details. Sign me up. That's why it was so easy for them to capture so many influencers and unfortunately so many victims in the process.
Personally, I believe we need an explanation as to why you guys would decide to promote.
Valid, very valid. Here's my side of the story. As someone who has posted about this program, it only makes sense for me to come here and share my 2 cents because mang tula mzoting tulelin. Okay, so a few months ago, the marketing team from the START program Russia reached out to me with intentions of a potential collaboration, saying that they are offering job opportunities to young South African individuals and they would like us creators to put it out there. So naturally, obviously, you do your research. I didn't do extensive research, which might reflect as negligence on my end. I deeply apologize for that. I went on TikTok and I searched about the START program, to know who's there, who has flown to Russia, what's really going on, who are these people and what do they stand for, what's happening. Fine, I see that there are South African influencers that are already posting about it, and others have even flown to Russia. Like 3 influencers had already flown to Russia for this thing. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a thing because Babuyile and they are fine and it's business as usual. So cool, we take the deal. I post about it and people raise concerns saying that this might be a trafficking syndicate, what, all of that. And I raised these concerns with them. I took the videos down and I removed myself from the campaign completely, right? No problem. Time goes by, they come back and they say that, hey, we heard your concerns the last time, and how about we fly you to Russia so you can come and see everything yourself and also get to interact with the people that are already on the program, just for clarity and whatever. For my conscience also, I say, okay, sharp, let's go. Okay, fine. So now we've decided that I'm going to go first. Like, before I tell anyone to go there, I'm going to go as well. Fine. I take a friend, we fly to Russia, everything is okay, they welcome us, we check into the hotel, it's vibes, like it's okay, like it's good energy, like there's nothing sus, like from the jump, obviously. Cool. The following day, we were to go through everything over breakfast. I decided also, before I left South Africa, that I want to document everything. I am vlogging from the moment I step out of my house and get to the airport, land in Russia, everything that happens, every interaction, I'm documenting everything so that you guys also get to see everything that I see through my lens. I'm basically bringing you along with me. Cool, I take my camera. I go to breakfast. I put my camera on the table. I am vlogging. I ask all the questions that were previously flagged when the first campaign started. Like, why only girls? Why 18 to 22? Why South Africans also? Whatever. They expressed that, oh no, it's not just South Africans. They have girls from every other country in Africa as well as Asian countries, and essentially they were basically saying that their program does not target a specific country, group, race, tribe, nationality, whatever, that they have participants from all over the world, black, white, Asian, all of that. Okay, sharp. So this is the part of the vlog where I ask, why not males? Why only females? Why only females that get to participate, and why a certain age group? And this was their answer also. Concern that people were flagged in, for the most part, is why is it only females that get to participate in the program? Why not males also?
Oh, so today we will have interview with HR presentation of the program. He will explain everything that you will ask him.
So she's basically saying that we have time where we will go to the boardroom and I get to ask all these questions to her boss directly, and they will give me all the answers that I am looking for. cool, no problem, sharp, we go. And I'm vlogging still. I put the phone on the table. I'm asking all the necessary questions. They're telling me about how they've been like running this thing for years. They were even voted what. They got an award wherever. They were even featured in New York's Times Square. They were even on the magazine or newspaper. I don't know, whatever. Like, they are credible, according to people, according to them, and according to whoever gave them the credibility. I don't know. Please listen to this.
Yes, also, like in South Africa, I don't think there are 18 to 22-year-olds that are desperate, like that desperate enough to actually come all the way to Russia to work at a start program in hospitality and all of this, because they're still young and they're exploring life. And also South Africa also offers like resources for them to still go to tertiary and job opportunities that are that side also, and they're still very young also to decide to leave the country to come and work in another place, whereas someone who's older, like maybe like 25, 26, 27, would be willing, because they're an adult and they know what's at stake, and they're willing to actually go out of their way to go and learn a new skill and have employment in a different country. So are you guys also like thinking of expanding and accepting older people? Because maybe with this,
basically, I was trying to say that the age group that they're targeting is very tricky, because why that 18 to 20, guys, I have a younger sister. My younger sister is 18 years old. If she told me that she was going to Russia to a start program, I'd be concerned. Number one, what's going on, pa? You know, so this is what I was flagging. Like, also, what parents in their right mind also would be that desperate to let their child go work in Russia without... And yes, I basically also just wanted to know, like it's indoni, and I please just go watch the vlog, like watch the whole thing. Maybe you get clarity and actually see where I was coming from. Someone in the comment section highlighted that part, and they were like, this is the kind of mindset we want. It's true. 18 to 22-year-olds are still young, and I wouldn't say confused, but they're exploring their options. I also don't think someone that age would be that tempted to work in another country or continent. A person that is 23 to 30 is most likely willing to move and start their lives in a different country and work there, other than someone who just came out of high school. Valid, that's what I said. We need more platforms that speak about this. I love how you also brought out the human trafficking issue, and how, if I may say, similar programs to these ones are schemes, especially in our country where GBV and human trafficking rates are number one. I also don't think they answered you properly. Why only females? Your first instinct is sex trafficking, exploitation. That age bracket is also looked at as being very naive and easily manipulated by men. I don't want to get too deep into it. Very valid. Everything this person said is everything that I literally said, just in summary, of course. The questions I raised were centered around the safety of young girls, not just South Africans, but in general. I honestly was so genuine, and I feel like I also reasoned as a young woman who lives in a country where crime rates are already ridiculous. I'm saying this to say, that everything was actually really, like, honestly guys, I feel like they showed me around. I spoke to other people. The reason why I'm making this video is because I also bumped into South Africans in the START program. Mind you, I'd only been there for a few hours. These people had been there for months. They've been in the START program. I was leaving. I don't think I included this part in the vlog, but here it is. I was actually on my way out.
she's stepping out. I hear Sia. Yo, guys. What are you doing in Russia?
This person recognized me. So she's calling her friend to come. It's Sia. Can you come? Run.
Run, come and see her, bro. She's so good.
She stays in Russia, her and her friend. She's calling her friend, Sia ulapa. Run, come see. So I asked, what are you doing in Russia? I don't know if this video is going to be long enough. I might make a part 2, but...
That is so cute. What is I'm at the reception. Nick, what are you doing in Russia?
What are you doing in Russia?
I'll tell you.
Okay. Pussy, I'll tell you.
Hi. Like that. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? I am so happy.
Guys, she looks fine. Her and her friend look fine.
I'm a South African in a country where everyone is speaking a language we don't understand. Oh, what?
Anyways, I don't know. I might insert this as a different video on its own. I'm saying this to say this. I took pictures with them even You know, her name's Anita. Guys, if you guys are watching this, please come out and speak up. Nishtshela ukuthi kwenzakalani eRussia, because the way mina ngibone ngakhona, it seemed like everything was fine. I'm seeing my fellow South Africans there, and you guys look good. Like, you're even happy. You're happy to be there. Matter of fact, okay, Shab, I'm sidetracking. Cool. So I met this other girl also who was on the START program as well. She is Nigerian, and I secretly gave her my number to DM me. I'll insert a screenshot here where I basically told her that if there's anything, please let me know, because I'm not fully trusting. Honestly, I was invested in making a chance for other South Africans, as well as making sure that if anyone is interested, that it is safe to do so. I made sure that all these uncomfortable conversations were had before letting other girlies cross borders to go start a new life elsewhere. I'm really concerned about young South African individuals like myself who are desperate for job, opportunities, education even, but end up falling victims to such programs. There is a lesson to be learned here. I've learned mine. Guys, I'm really sorry. I deeply apologize. It reflects as negligence on my end, but trust me, I really tried. Like, I'm really sorry for my negligence. I deeply apologize. From a creator's perspective, I deeply apologize. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. I believe I tried my best to actually go out of my way to do my research. It was not enough, obviously, but I did try genuine chats, and I'm really sorry, guys. I deeply apologize. I don't know what I can do from here, but I've taken down every post. I'm not affiliated to those people. Hey, bas. I'm sorry.
Please go ahead and let me know what you think about this entire conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful here on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. I really want to know what you guys think. And have you heard of this program? Do you know anybody that has gone for this program? What were your thoughts when you heard about this program initially? Go down and share your thought. For me, it is really, really crazy. I keep seeing this thing popping up on my For You page, and I had to go do my research on it. And it's really crazy. When I heard that it's between the age of 18 to 22 years, I was like, that is a very shady age. And clearly, you know, from the jump, you know that it has something to do with some type of trafficking and taking advantage of this young woman. Because why are you holding on to children that their frontal lobe has barely developed, and say, oh, you want them to come and work in school when they are grown adults in their 25, 26, 27, 28 that is looking for scholarship and ways to leave the country, but a company is targeting a particular naive young girls, not even boys. The boys are not allowed. So what program is just like, for me, from the jump, it's just like the red flag was red flagging. It was flying so high that it was, for me, a lot of these influencers, I feel like, I understand what this influencer was trying to say. Sia was the name. Trying to say she tried her best to do as much research as she could to get more information out there. But the truth is that she asked those questions. She did not play the response she got from those responses. So if those responses were not satisfying, why did you still go ahead to promote this? Because they were in the boardroom, she asked the question, and yeah, they didn't give you any valid question. This is why, like, just as much as this internet thing is interneting and everybody, just really take your discernment and really watch the people you put on a pedestal, the people you listen that their word is to die for, because clearly she's also a young person. This is why I feel like they also targeted young influencers in South Africa to do this for them, because they know they will not get any form of pushback, because like I said, they are young, they're impressionable, they will not want to step on toes. So as much as she's asking those questions, they did not give her the response or give her a valid reasons or response. She's going to push back, definitely. Like, she's going to just step back. She's not going to push back. She's going to chill. She's just going to rawa. So I feel like that is why they're also targeted. And this is why, like, I'm beginning to see this thing really rapid on social media now, where I see a lot of young people, and I do get it, it's young people that consume the internet the most. A lot of young people in their 18, 19, 20, 21 giving advice and choices to other young people their age. And for me, it just makes me scream, including when it comes to relationship advice, career-wise. And it really makes me cringe, because these are people that have not had life experiences, and they've not gone through life, and yet some people, including older people older than them, is listening to them and going by what they said by Bible. But clearly, like the other creator talked about how they know exactly what they were doing by picking those influencers, because they know it will fly with them. And as people generally, especially coming from a country where everybody jackbuying, everybody wants to leave the country, sometimes people can be so desperate for a better future outside abroad that they're not going to read the footprint. They're just going to hear and say it's easy and it's get go. The new one now that is going on is the Japan one, which I personally am doing a research on that, because you again might just look at it and go to Japan at this point. But let's just even come to reality, in the fact that young black women have always been the target of any type of trafficking and all that, because it's been proven that they are the least for people to look for, or for people to go all out to search for. If anything happens to them, it will go. But it's just really crazy that a company really thought it out and even put it out there on social media to do this physically, and we all seeing it play out on. It's really nasty and crazy. Anyway, guys, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about this entire story down in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Have you heard of it? What were your first thoughts about it? And if anything sounds too good to be true, that's one way I live my life, including when it comes to price, buying some certain things or doing things. If it sounds too good to be true, then definitely it's too good to be true. Stop. That, for me, that's just it. If anything sounds too good to be true, don't just jump into it. Do your research. I personally, I will stay away from it. Anything that sounds too extremely too good to be true, I just get myself out of it, because it always end up in trouble. And I hope that these young girls that were trafficked down there, those young girls allegedly, okay, that were able to move there, I hope they are able to come back home, especially the ones that don't want to stay, because clearly some of them are enjoying it there, because look at the ones she saw in her video. Some of them, they are okay with it, but the ones that don't want to stay, I pray that they're able to get them back and get them back home safe and sound. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Dizzy.